We have visited one of our model farmers for chili. As you know, we agreed that under the BCD CAU Village Agriculture Initiative Program, we are going to promote the model villages, but also we are going to have cross-cutting enterprises that are going to be promoted as initiatives for championing poverty alleviation across Busoga sub-region. Mr. Paul Isabirye is a retired civil servant who, during his retirement, chose to be one of the pioneers of growing of chili in Luka district, and is an example. Arising from his experiences, we hope that we can have as many other farmers emulate him and also work towards getting out of poverty. So he's going to share with us his experiences as a farmer and also make an appeal to what he thinks can be done to better Busoga Consortium can do to even make the productivity of chili growing as an enterprise much more better. Mr. Isabirye, you can share with some of our partners, China Agricultural University, together with the Chinese community, whom we are partnering with to export this chili. Last year we did have our first consignment of chili, leave Busoga, to China. That was in November, around 20th. The first consignment was flagged off by His Excellency President in Kamoli. So we are hoping that this year we are going to have the second consignment of products of chili grown by the people of Busoga, having foreign income coming to our local economy to boost our economy.
Yeah, thank you so much, DG. I'm Paul Isabirye. As DG has already mentioned my name. I'm a retired civil servant, somebody who was very, very interested in the environment sector, but at the same time, I grew up in a farming community. So I've been having agriculture or farming as one of my hobbies all along. So when I got wind of this opportunity to test or to pioneer in growing chili within this area, of course I welcomed it and I got the seedlings. But one thing which I had wanted to test and I've been longing for is to see how one can utilize irrigation outside the rain seasons. Because I'm one of those people who also benefited from the small-scale irrigation program, and I have water within my garden. So I got the opportunity to get the seeds during the dry season, and I had to really do it to test the capability and also the usefulness of this irrigation system. And for sure, I must say that it has been very, very good. I really take it as a success story for me, because the few people who had tried this chili, even during the wet season, but with prolonged dry spells, they ended up, of course, not harvesting anything. It dried up. But me, who really went out right in the dry season, but utilized the irrigation system, I had my chili grow up very healthy until I started harvesting. And one thing really which has excited me is that once it starts flowering, it seems to be flowering continuously. And the same way, when it comes to harvesting, you continue harvesting continuously. It's just now the labor that you really need, because every after 2 days, again you need to come and harvest another lot, because they ripen so fast. These very ones now I've withdrawn my irrigation system because it is raining, and now I'm just now basing on nature to see that they continue growing as I also harvest. The other, of course, the only other challenge is that they need drying, because we haven't got the innovative drying systems or facilities, much as some of us we are trying to innovate. But when this is raining all the day and there is an overcast of the clouds, definitely I'm sure it can compromise on the quality. So you have to do all that possible to be innovative enough to see that you don't lose it after the harvest. So I keep harvesting and taking it to an upper room which I've prepared, which is well aerated and it doesn't get spoiled. So far I've even managed to dry a batch without the real sunshine or with minimum sunshine, and just because of that innovation. In the future, of course, if the production is quite big, of course it requires something to be done on the drying aspect. Otherwise, if it's not done, then the after harvest losses can really be a bit high. Very good soil moisture continuously right from the nursery bed. You really need to have water, and me, I had the water. If you don't have water, I wouldn't advise you to really get into it. Then once you've transplanted, that point, that time of transplanting, again you need a lot of water continuously. I had my boys who were always here, they would wake up by 5 to come and start watering, so that by 9 they stop, and again they start by 4 in the evening to water until dark. So it is very, very labor intensive when it comes to watering, unless if you have the drip irrigation where you just release and it is self-irrigating. But if you are using human beings to really use a hose pipe, of course it needs quite a lot of energy. Then of course when it starts ripening, there is need for labor.